Ta-da.
All right. Hi, everybody. It's Bill. It's Chuck. Man, I love it. We're all coming up on like almost a year, and
Yeah,
it's
and
you're
we're
you're
always
already
laughing at the
laughing.
beginning. Always laughing.
I know, and we start these episodes, we see each other and we smile and we go from there. That's it's awesome. How are you doing?
I'm really good. How about yourself?
Yeah, always good. Always good when we carve out the time to catch up, to talk health, talk men's health, and talk about this awesome company and products. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
So I am Chuck O'Donnell. I'm from Rockaway, New Jersey, and you are?
I'm Bill Corcoran from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I've been with the company for 2 years, using the products for 2 years. Love everything about it on the associate side, but mainly I love the community. I love the products, and everything else is gravy, so to speak. What about you?
Yeah.
What's your story? What's your name?
So for me, it's been a little over a year. Same thing. I love the community. I love the products a lot. I'm going to be 60 this year, which I hate admitting that I'm going to be 60, and the products help me feel like I'm not going to be 60. If I had to put an age to it, I feel like I did when I was 40. I've got softball coming up again. It's an over 35 league, and I just really I can't wait to be able to still hang with people who are you know 25 years younger than me, 20 years younger than me. I think it's great. We have a lot of fun. So,
So huge. And I could probably be setting the people who are watching this up, but I can guarantee if I said you came on and they didn't know Chuck and they didn't know his age, to throw it into the comments how old you think he is, I guarantee they wouldn't be putting 60.
well, the gray hair kind of throws people off a little bit, right? So,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
it's
you've
just the
had
way.
that since you were 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
No.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. But let's, we often start with the products, but this time we're going to do something a little bit different. So, what are we going to talk about today?
Yeah, it's been really neat to kind of see the evolution of our almost year of these episodes. And we've talked about people and their stories, and we talked about the products and their impacts. So we've really kind of dug into a little bit. Well, you know what? We don't sell products, we sell solutions,
That's right.
right? And so we were thinking to ourselves, well, maybe we should put out some problems that our people can have so we can suggest some solutions. And so we're going to try something new today, as I'm going to share the screen on here. And I've done this a million times in my job as a teacher, especially during the pandemic. However, we're using a different platform. And so we'll go from there. So I'll share my screen. What are we talking about, bud?
So we're going to talk about some back problems if you have back issues, and who doesn't in today's day and age, and some neck pain as well. I can relate, and this is the biggest difference that I've noticed in my life with taking these products. Yeah, probably the biggest difference is I was diagnosed with arthritis in my lower back to the point where almost immobilized. Just where you just thought I was going to have to call 911 and just to get me to stand up straight. And that's how bad it was. And as I've told on these stories before, I mean, I love to golf. I love to be active and everything else. And that's kind of tough to do when your back is acting up. And ever since for the year, a little over a year now that I have religiously taken our Glow Collagen, I have had no problems with my back. As a matter of fact, I have another golf trip coming up and another one 3 weeks after that. And it's, 3, 4 days of solid golf and walking and torque on the back and all that fun stuff. And I will travel with my Glow. I will travel with that because I don't want to go a day without it. I can't believe how great I feel.
Absolutely. It was the first product, the Glow Liquid Collagen, that I tried my back and my neck immediately. So that's why we kind of both jumped on this immediate solution. Before we dig into the products, though, obviously we want people to understand our company a little bit. And so there's a couple background slides that we do have here on this. And so the first one is our transparency promise. So if I said transparency promise to you and Tranont, what would you say to people?
Well, the thing is that we totally back up all of our products, what we say, what we put on the label, that we have an advisory board, a medical advisory board that guides us, and that we're going to keep our standards extremely, extremely high.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just shows everything it doesn't have in it. Very clear and to its name, transparent about what is in there. And so obviously some products like our Glow Liquid Collagen have bovine type 1 collagen in it. So every product isn't plant-based, but everything is natural. Everything is natural in there, and we can say almost all of our products are plant-based as opposed to pharmaceuticals. But to say the whole lineup just based on one of those indicators is just being transparent there as well. So the other item that we have here, and it's opening up next item. So let me see if I can get it on there because I've got a link there. So here's our scientific advisory board. And so just four members, uh, and we'll speak to Dr. Barry Tan's work a little bit today with vitamin E in our Renew product because that links in as well. Most prominently on the recent videos for a lot of our product launches is Dr. Thomas Cutler. But here's more of our scientific advisory board that advises, of course, that's in the name, but also gives guidance to creating of the products that all complement each other and the vision for the company down the line. So I think that's super important that everybody hears and knows that actual people are sitting here guiding the company as opposed to us trying to get validation from the scientific or the doctor communities out there. It's already there because they're being created in their guidance. So
Correct.
so coming back, neck and back pain, right? Joints, everything, getting older, all those things. So we'll focus. I mean, people can relate to their knees and different things like that. We're just focusing on neck and back pain. So here's our first product, Glow Liquid Collagen. So what kind of separates ours, in your opinion, than others? Because there's collagen out there, there's powdered form, and then there's liquid form, and then there's ours.
So ours, when you do some research, and if you're being skeptical, do your research. Ours is just more highly absorbed than anything else that I can find out there. I've done other before I joined Tranont. I had other collagens that I did, and I did not feel the same way that I feel when I take Glow. And before I went, but I mean, you can be skeptical about me all you want, but it wasn't like, oh, I just got to say that because I'm taking it. Before I started offering it to my customers and the people that I know, is when I started taking it, and there was a huge difference. If there was no difference, I would tell them there was no difference. But I don't know if I mean everything works differently for different people, but I don't know what it is about ours other than how they build it that just makes it resonate so well with me.
Yeah, and absolutely. It is medical grade. When I first started researching itself, it is actually patented originally to support burn victims in hospital. And then it was adapted to use because they saw the benefits for so many things. And so there's many things. Of course, you mentioned the powdered versus liquid. Liquid absorbs like three times more than powdered. So you might get some cheaper forms of collagen in there, but it's not absorbing. It's all about the absorption. And then the size of the particles and the molecules that we have, the peptides, that also helps with that piece, the hydrolyzation of those molecules. And then finally, you kind of get into, well, some have protein. We have 10 grams of protein in it. And for somebody like me who doesn't get enough protein, that's a nice addition to it. And then what really sold me originally on it was the biotin, and the biotin helps my skin and nails. So we're not here to talk about that, but that's what sold me on it because I was looking for that piece.
Well, how many people have we had on over the past year that, excuse me, were construction workers or did a
Hmm.
lot of outdoor with their hands and all that stuff? And they talk about, and for them, and it may not be this way for you, but after only 3 days, the benefit they felt already, that knee pain, which wasn't debilitating, but that knee pain went away, right? They didn't feel it
Yep.
anymore. Or the slight twinge in their back went away. They didn't feel it anymore. And to me, I don't know how whether and we talk a lot about, I know I do anyways, about the sports aspect of it and being able to do those things. And it doesn't have to be playing basketball with a bunch of 18-year-olds. It can be just being able to go for a walk and not hurt, or playing catch with your kids or your grandkids and not hurting, and actually wanting to do that because you're not afraid of the pain, right?
That's right.
I've got a customer that he had surgery up around his neck, and every time he put his hand up over his head, it caused him some kind of pain. 3 days of Glow, and he didn't feel that pain anymore. So
Yep.
it's just kind of insane how this stuff works, but it truly, truly does.
It absolutely does. And, my neighbor, same thing, was taking a lot of medication. And over time, it kind of sneaks up on you a little bit because you just go to get out of bed and you could.
Yeah.
Those type of things. And so, yeah, we talk again to your point. You said it perfectly. We talk a lot about sports, but what about like you're watching your grandkid and they're on the floor crawling around, and you want to crawl around for a second and play a game with them, and like it's not the end of the world to do it. And so that quality of life versus lifespan. So that's huge. So the Glow Liquid Collagen is so amazing. Strawberry banana is a flavor, pina colada. It tastes really really good.
I'm a pina
I've had
colada kind
customers
of
say,
guy.
Yeah, yeah. I've kind of had customers say like I would drink it just for the taste, and that's how
Yep,
good it
yep.
was. 2 years ago, it was a little bit more tart, but now it's really good. So
It's very good.
glow liquid collagen, of course. So another one we go into, and this is huge, huge, huge. Recently, we had our VP of sales and we had our CEO at an event in Western Canada, and they were asked, what's your go-to product? And of course, they're all impact products. They're all luxury impact products. You know what they said? They said renew. And
So,
so I
so
already,
stop for a minute, Billy. Hold on a second, then I'll let you go. I want everybody to think about that for a minute. We have collagen, we have a product that doesn't allow sugar to be absorbed in your body.
yeah.
We have stuff that helps you digest. We have all these things, and this was their favorite product. Tell them why.
Yeah, and so basically there's 10 huge reasons why. And so vitamin E, we're like, okay, vitamin E is good. There was actually up until the 1990s, there was, the first type of vitamin E, and it had four types. And so in the 1990s, later 1990s, they discovered a more powerful one that isn't blocked by different parts and vitamins and pharmaceuticals in the body that has way more impact to overall health. And so Renew is the name of this product. It's based on the research of Dr. Barry Tan, who was one of our medical advisory board members. And there's 10 big pieces, and cellular rejuvenation and is all part of that. It's renewing your body from the inside out. But in terms of connecting to these challenges, what it is looking at is this is what I pulled out from it. Three things. So how could these connect to your neck and your back? Well, cardiovascular health it lowers all these inflammation. It lowers it. It talks about bone health. Okay, well, think of it. When your bone health is out, it's not going down, things aren't compressing, they're more healthy, osteoporosis, all those type of things. And then it actually has one of those big 10 indicators is about keeping inflammation at bay. And so Dr. Baritan has a book, The Truth of Vitamin E. I got it on Amazon. Well, in Canada it was about $13, so I'm sure it's equivalent less in US. It's a quick read. I would have anybody look at that because that was, to your point, shocked. Like we have
Yep.
all these things proprietary, companies are fighting for it, and this is what they both say in separate conversations. So I'm like, okay, I had it here, I was taking it infrequently because I knew of it, but I'm taking it every day.
So let me hit somebody with a bunch of other stuff too, because I know there's at least one person that's watching this that has what I had. How many times do we start pills or we start something that's supposed to be better for us? We don't finish. I can't tell you how
Yeah,
many hundreds of dollars of stuff I've thrown away because I started out really strong, 7, 8, 9 days, didn't really follow through on it. Probably because I didn't feel the benefit. These products, I feel the benefit. Like I want to take them.
yeah,
I know that, and it keeps me on a schedule because I know how I feel when I take them. So,
yeah,
what have you got to lose, right?
not much. So the next two will kind of flip through, and this one I kind of surprised you with.
You
Uh,
did.
Yes, I did. See how you would react, keep you on your toes. For me, it's optimized, actually. A lot of people take it to work out. I kind of take it when I even have bumps and bruises playing hockey the night before. So obviously we feel better. We're not getting out of bed, but like you still have those days where you're like, "Ooh, maybe I should take an ibuprofen or a Tylenol." And I take this instead, and it does aid in healing and muscle recovery. So I wanted to make that connection. It's called Optimize. So people should really take a look at it. So it's kind of ordered the way it is in terms of what I would take it. But there's a fourth product or products that connect to it. And I can't speak to specific experience because it's only available in the US, not in Canada. And that's not because it's not legal in Canada. It just has to be made here. And those are a lot of hurdles that our company is working through with Health Canada. But that idea of that whole flower hemp, it's again that dilution, that absorption rate. What makes ours different? Because there's a lot of hemp products, there's a lot of different products, CBD products that are on the market. So again, just like the collagen, what separates ours from the other ones and the impact stories from the Relieve product to support those items and the relaxation that comes from it is huge. So,
No,
have you heard anybody in your circle in terms of
no,
this
no.
products?
Total transparency from us too.
Yeah,
Nope, I have not tried it. I tried the other form that we used to have, right? But I've not done this form at all. And quite frankly, it's because I really don't need it. I'm not that it wouldn't hurt to have, ease some tension and calm irritated skin, but
yeah,
it's not, I haven't reached that point left yet because of all the other stuff, right? So, but maybe I'll give it a shot and I can let you know. since you
Yeah.
can't get it and I can.
Oh, yeah. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so for us, that's kind of our pieces, and we're interested in how other people have used products because we know a lot of our products show different effects for different people than what is specifically advertised. So if you're watching this and you have taken a product that's helped you with your back pain or neck pain in different ways, uh, then obviously it's not the company saying it and it's not us saying it, but it's you saying your testimony. So feel free to share it in the comments to say, well, maybe this is how I've used this product for my neck or back pain. But that kind of covers some of the ones we wanted to look at today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you get older, and I'm way older than you, um, you just like you said, it creeps up on you. And if you can just, if I can push it off a little bit so it's not creeping as fast, that's the game,
Yeah,
right? That's what I want to be able
you
to
got
do.
it. Yeah. Awesome. So we'll figure out what we're going to talk about next week, but we're loving the idea of focusing on the solutions and the products that come with it. And so if people again just who are watching this want to throw suggestions into the comment box, then of course we'll kind of triage them and put them into an order for us. So thank
Good
you
idea.
everybody who watches every week and comments or tags people on it. It's absolutely amazing. We're humbled.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good night, Chuck. Thanks again.
Later, bud.
Yeah. Take care.